Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Gonna talk another D&D video, but for something that's in my collection, and this is something I'd kind of forgotten that I own. Now I've talked about my various D&D weapons, my chainmail, my various bits that I've collected over the years, and just talk D&D in general. This was a thing that I just thought, well, here we are, in the Great Hall, where the kings and lords and dukes pass through. Of course, you always have the herald who blows the trumpets to announce that the royalty have arrived. So this looks like a perfect opportunity, and I'm sorry, but I don't want to blow my own horn, but I've got one, and I'm going to blow it. This is I guess an ox horn or something, or I don't know where I know where I got it from, and the reason I got it was D&D. I thought to myself, in watching like Ralph Bakshi's Lord of the Rings back in the day, this was before the Peter Jackson one ever existed, there's a very cool bit where that Boromir, as he's dying with the arrows hitting him, he pulls out his horn and he blows it to signify, you know, this is, I am no more, move on with the fellowship. And it always sort of stuck in my mind, it's so cool, he's got a horn for a horn, if you know what I mean. So, I was on a trip to Portland, Oregon, and we were just in Oregon. We went through Portland. We're on a camping trip, and we kind of stopped by various towns, and on the little highways, they had cool stuff, among which was a whole bin full of these. Some kind of buffalo horn or ox or whatever that somebody has turned into a trumpet. There's a little trumpety piece there. It only came with this one little strap, and I thought, no, a typical D&D adventurer would have it, you know, slung around like that. That's the way you properly carry your horn. That's the way Boromir would have done it. So I attached this leather strap myself. I haven't blown this thing in, oh man, I don't even know the last time I did. I actually did a video about cosplaying in the 80s where I kind of showed myself in my actual chainmail at my aunt's farm, which has kind of a very old stone look to it. It's not medieval by any stretch, but it's an older building. And I thought, well, with certain trees and bushes and that standing by, I'll take some pictures of myself donned in something a little bit like this. And there's one picture of me blowing this thing off the side of the building. And I just thought, yeah, let's capture that moment. Let's be in that pose. I don't think I actually blew it then, and I haven't blown it since. I've moved the camera pretty far back, that's why I'm shouting, because I am going to blow it now, and it might be ear piercing, so if it's too loud when I read back the video, I might reduce the volume on it. Let's give it a try. I'm going to blow my own horn, literally. So, here we go. Try it first for the lords and ladies in assembly. Okay, it still works. I mean, I guess there's not much to it. Any little mouthpiece, as long as it's got, you know, a little vessel to travel through. It's not exactly a trumpet, but it'll work. This thing's had some better days. I'll show some close-ups here. There's a big chip that's been taken out of it here. But other than that, considering I've had this since the 80s, 1985 I think I bought this, so 35 years old. Pretty impressive that it's holding together this well. So, that is my horn that I got because I was really impressed with Boromir in Lord of the Rings, and I thought for a D&D purpose, or to add to the collection, I'm going to get myself a horn. I'll give it one more try here, just to see if I can properly do it a little bit better. It should be more baritone, but maybe with a thing this size, you're not going to get much depth. There we go. One more try of the horn. There we go. Now, I certainly hope the neighbors are not going to be too concerned, but we have somebody in the building that is actually playing a flute on a pretty regular basis, so my neighbors are like, oh, he switched from a flute to a trumpet of some type. Alright. Anyway, until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.